One thing that I think is really important when you're working on grants is communication with that foundation. And this really can look like many different things. It can be an email, it can be a phone call. But when you're doing grants, it's really important to communicate before the grant and then during the grant and then after. So you don't want to submit a grant, receive the award, and then not communicate with the funder again until the grant report is due. Now, that's totally possible, but why don't we elevate that a little bit and let's show some initiative in building that relationship, communicating with them about your organization and what you're doing in the middle of this grant, what you're doing with the grant revenue and their money. So really, some people overthink this a little bit. You think, oh, well, this has to be this really elaborate communication. We need to send them this big presentation or information. And it's really not that. You don't have to do that. When it comes to the program officer or the director, they want to hear from you. They want to know what's going on at your organization. They want to know what's going on with the program, where the grant revenue is going. So some important things you can do is just in the middle of it, send them an email with an update, maybe a small story of what happened at your program the past weekend. So an example is the nonprofit that I was at. They essentially had a young girl who had never learned to ride a bike until she was 16 years old. And so she got with her staff. She told them that she wanted to learn to ride a bike and had never done it. And so they worked with her all weekend, got a really adult-sized bike, and started working with her so that she would learn how to ride a bike. And then she did. And that was such an amazing story. It was just a testament to the work that we did. And so I immediately shared that one with a few foundation directors and said, hey, here's the work we're doing for this. And so I want you to just keep that in mind when you're communicating with these. Send a small email, make a phone call, send a personal card, send them maybe an article that you saw that made you think of them. Just keep those lines of communication open, building that relationship, sharing what your organization is doing, what you're working on, and do it throughout the life of the grant, before and after, and just continue to grow that relationship. If you're looking for grants management software, I am the founder and CEO of Grant Frog, and we help nonprofits find grants, track their grants in one place, and work together with their team. Check it out.